All right, welcome back to the A Flo Show podcast. Andreas Flores here with you alongside Marissa Crawley. Her back, second week in a row.
Yes, back at it.
Welcome back.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, A Flo Show, the best of 2016. I guess this is only our second show, so kind of hard to recap our year.
Yes.
But we definitely can recap the year of what's going on.
The possible worst year ever that has happened.
Man, dude, no kidding. Carrie Fisher. What was that? 2 days ago?
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been bad, but there's been good things too.
Well, we'll get into it. The deaths, the best, the worst, whatever. Also, the 2016 installment of the Golden Flows. Now, you don't know about this, but the Golden Flows are huge. It's an honor to
wow
to win the Golden Flows.
Did you have like any, what do you call it, statues or little
we will get them.
Awards?
As soon as the athlete coach team sends me a place to send it, they will get it.
Okay. I'll get that information to you. I'll help you out there.
All right.
And I'll take pictures. I'll be the historian of the flow. What do we call it?
The A Flo Show.
The Golden
Flows.
The Golden Flows. Okay.
The Golden Flows.
Is it you, like, painted in gold? A little statue of you?
We can start that.
Okay.
Because they're not made yet.
Oh,
like, we don't
the
know.
prototype. I already have it all up right here.
We don't know who's going to win yet until tonight.
I know, but then I have to make the awards, you know?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, but we'll get into that a little bit later. The Golden Flows, again, yearly. And really, those are just strictly sports. We were doing that. When I say we, the show, the previous installment would do those. But I do want to break down some other 2016 stuff, movies, music, albums, TV shows, really just whatever.
Everything in 2016.
Did you have a good 2016?
Overall, I did.
Uh-huh.
I think so.
It
wasn't too bad.
Is there a time, moment thing that...
I got to go to the Grand Canyon, and I thought that was amazing.
The first time?
Oh, yeah.
See, I went, man, I guess it'd have to be still in 5th or 6th grade. Maybe, no, I don't think any earlier than that, but the family, all four of us, I have a little brother. With my parents, we drove to California.
Yeah, passed by.
Drove to California. Okay?
Yeah.
That's like days, right? I mean,
yes.
that's not a quick trip. You can't do that in a couple days, you know?
No.
So yeah, we stopped everywhere, like Santa Fe, New Mexico,
that's what we did.
Flagstaff kind of thing.
Road trip.
Yeah. Ended up in California. You know, it was actually a pretty great vacation. I finally could remember.
I know. See, I feel like when I was younger, like we went to California too, but I feel now that I'm older, I can experience it better because I can remember it. I don't know. Hopefully when I'm older, I don't forget everything.
So how Grand Canyon, when did you go?
I went in the summer-ish.
Summer-ish.
Late summer.
Yeah.
Before football,
so
basically.
Did you like it?
Oh, I enjoyed it. We didn't go into the Grand Canyon, but we went by there. We went around. We went to Page, Arizona, where the Horseshoe Bend is, and that was amazing. A lot of hiking we did. I think I lost some weight, but I gained it right back, you know.
2016 for me, a great year. I mean, selfishly, I'll talk about my sports thing.
Yeah.
You know, but listeners may not know, I also do play-by-play for a local high school here in Lubbock, Texas. And really, it was a great year. It started in the spring with the baseball and softball programs. They went to the playoffs. Baseball team went pretty far. So that was exciting. And then into the fall with the football team, they also did pretty good, too, going several rounds deep in the playoffs. So
it's so much fun whenever you get to, you know, do something and you get to see these kids go far and they're enjoying it, you're enjoying it, everybody's happy.
Well, for me, it's good because they're Lubbock teams. I grew up in Lubbock. You know, I went to high school here, went to middle school here, so I've had opportunities and played with people who had opportunities to do stuff like that. So it was good to see. Unfortunately for the Red Raiders, wasn't that great of a year for them.
You got to pick your teams, man.
Jeez. But yeah, overall, a good 2016 year. But I guess I wanted to start basically. I don't know if you had stuff that you had written down or wanted to bring up, but how about Leonardo DiCaprio winning his first Oscars? That goes back.
It was like a glorious moment for him. You know, there was so many memes out there about how will he ever get it, and then finally when he get it, it's like amazing, mind blown. Like everybody's like, yes, but now it's happened, and it's like, okay.
Well, yeah, at the time it was a great moment.
Yeah.
I forget The Revenant, right?
The Revenant.
Okay, The Revenant. That's the movie he won it. But did he do anything in 2016 besides that?
I don't think so.
I don't ever remember seeing Leo.
No, he's kind of been out of it, and that was like in the beginning too, so it kind of gets washed away with more movies that
When
came
are the
out.
Grammys? They're like in
February, I believe.
They're coming up, but we're about to get hit.
Award season.
We're about to get hit pretty hard with.
We're actually starting award season with the Golden Flows.
There you go. There you go.
It all starts here.
It all starts here. From here, it's possible, as some would say. So yeah, Grammys coming up soon. Oscars coming up soon. Golden Globes, Golden Flows, you name it.
Yep.
Everybody and anywhere. Other than that, did you have anything from 2016, pop culture wise, music wise?
I was gonna bring up the challenges. I felt this year was like the year of challenges. You had the Running Man challenge. You had the ice bucket challenge. I don't actually know. That may have been last year, but I felt like there's so many challenges that came out every week. It was hard to keep up with everything.
Yeah, a lot of challenges. The mannequin challenge.
Yes, the mannequin challenge.
Most recently, right?
Yes.
And
I mean, every week there's a different one. It's hard to keep up with all of them, but I think they're fun and exciting.
But what's the challenge? Like, okay, let's look at the mannequin challenge there for now. Well, what exactly is a challenge? You're standing still.
I don't know. Like
the ice bucket challenge. You're just dumping ice over your head. What's the challenge?
Bringing, I guess, awareness. I don't know. I mean, really, there's no point to anything like in viral videos. It just, if it makes you kind of laugh or it's kind of entertaining, then everybody's gonna try to do it, and it just becomes.
I think
something.
viral videos kind of took a major step up on 2016. I mean, everybody's doing something.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, anything can go viral. You look at Ken Bone. Remember Ken Bone from the election, with the
debates.
One of the debates. One of them. Yeah, But like
after that, a week later, he was a Halloween costume.
Yeah, he had his 15 minutes, and I don't think I've heard from him.
Oh yeah, no.
Does anybody know who he voted for? Did they ever?
No, I don't. I think they were trying to sway him. He was one of the undecided voters.
But he had to vote for somebody.
Yeah, but he
probably wrote
matter.
in Ken Bone or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. You mentioned the challenges. How about Pokemon Go? 2016?
Oh yes,
that took over.
I remember that.
Really big.
Yes, and especially here at Texas Tech, people would be around campus going to. I'd never downloaded it on my phone, but I was with people that did have it on their phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm level 50. No, I'm just kidding. But I thought it was pretty exciting because it got people out of the house. I met a couple people at the park and be like, "Oh, hey, what are you looking for?" And I thought it was pretty fun.
So you think it was a good? It was a good little app.
Yeah, it was good.
Thing.
But I felt like it didn't last long enough. It kind of sucks.
How long did you want it to last? It was almost the whole month of July and August, right? Wasn't it?
That's true, but then after that, it just completely went off the cliff. Just not relevant.
I personally never downloaded or played it, which is weird because I was a Pokemon fan back in the first second grade.
You were the card person.
Yeah, okay. And I had cards, and I'm sure I still have them somewhere at my parents' house. Maybe not. They probably have moved on and thrown away by then.
Just like my Beanie Babies. My mom threw them out. Okay, Mom.
Is there an app for Beanie Babies?
I hope so. There will be probably in 10 years.
But yeah, Pokemon Go was something huge in this year of 2016. You're talking about viral videos, and it's just Chewbacca Mom.
Yes. Chewbacca Mom. Where is she now? I have no idea. But she made so much money. Going on all these shows. She even had a little doll of Chewbacca, or Hasbro made it for her. That was insane. It's so funny how these normal people can all of a sudden the next day just wake up into stardom.
And they really don't even try to.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I don't know. Was her intent to be a viral video person when she did it? Or?
I think she was just having fun. First it started out as a Facebook Live for her friends, and I guess all her friends thought it was super funny, so they just started sharing it, and then it kind of just, went on from there, snowballed into something huge.
We got to do something this year to make the A-Flow show go viral.
Okay.
So we can either do a challenge, or I don't know what else we can do. We can make an app, a fitness app.
Yes, we could. One of many.
Well, you're good at making memes.
I am. So I'm just going to, dank memes.
What was the most overplayed meme this year? I would say the Michael Jordan crying face.
Oh, yes. Gosh, that was everywhere.
Michael Jordan crying face.
Yes. Yeah, I loved it, though. But then it was just oh, my goodness, you're expecting it. Every time something bad happens, you're like, that's going to be Jordan or something like that.
I don't even remember. Where does that come from, Michael Jordan?
I don't even know.
Was he a player? I mean, obviously he's a basketball player, but
when did it happen? Yeah, I have no idea. But whoever thought of it?
What was the situation? Did he lose? Did he really lose a game, or was he just crying just to cry? Was he at a funeral? I mean, I don't know what could have.
That's what we should do. We should make up a dictionary of all these memes. So then, whenever people don't know, they can come to our website or something and look them up. See, boom, already.
There we go. Golden Flo's first, and then we'll get there. Oh, man. I mean, I guess we can't go through all of 2016 without talking about the election. Now, I don't want to get political, but this being my second time ever to vote for a president was, wow. Like, you know, nothing that I expected. And is it going to be like this forever as we move on with life?
Yeah.
Who knows? But crazy for this to only be the second time where I can, you know, legally vote for a...
I feel like with being more society that's involved with social media, it just kind of taken its own, like, this, I don't know, it's crazy how much everything has involved everybody. Like, everybody has an opinion on everything, and nobody can agree on it. It's just weird. I just feel like we all need to unite.
Now, again, this is only my second one, like I said, but I wonder if any of these other ones in the past have been this, I don't know the right word, not bad, but just big or just...
in the limelight, like,
yeah,
everywhere. I don't know. I mean, maybe we, like I said, being in social media, I feel like we saw it everywhere. And back then it wasn't so relevant because we weren't, you know, surrounded by all of this coming at us. And now all this information is hitting us. So we have, you know, updates on this election or this person said this. And it's just crazy. I think it's going to get worse. So for every election, it's going to be like this.
Why do you say that?
Because technology is only going to get better, and people are going to have more to say and more to post about, you know.
So do you think anybody can win president of the United States? Like, are we going to start seeing just
I think it's
not
going to be a
random people,
shift.
but just people like could Vince McMahon become the president of the United States? Do you know who Vince McMahon is? Yes.
The WWE,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger became the mayor of California, so I think, you know, it can happen. A lot of people are turning into politics because they think that anybody can do it.
The Rock said he's going to do it. Now, I'd vote for The Rock. Right here, right now.
The people's person?
The people's president.
Yeah. I don't know. He's overrated.
What?
I don't like him.
Dwayne Johnson, really?
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me.
What is wrong with you?
I heard he sings on the new movie Moana. That's why I haven't watched it.
Because of The Rock?
Yeah.
Dwayne? You gotta give it to him. He's one of the most... He's the top Hollywood celebrity, right?
I guess so. He was
look what he's done this year.
sexiest person
Okay,
alive.
besides that, but look what he's done this
Which he's
year
not.
with... Okay, who do you go? Who do you say?
I don't know. I can't think
Okay,
right
you
now.
can't say The Rock's not and then not have anybody.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
Channing Tatum. Sorry, that was probably an old one that just came up. I can't think right now. You put me on the spot. I see all these people, but they're not like that famous. They're just enough famous.
So,
I think he's only the world's sexiest person because he had so many things coming out. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to promote, and yeah.
you want to talk about a Golden Flo, and we're going to jump into him just right
Okay.
now. A one-time award. This is the first time I've ever done this award.
Okay.
The Beast of 2016.
The Beast.
I don't know. The Dwayne Johnson, he done everything this year. He did everything.
Yeah,
Movies,
he did Fast
animated,
Furious.
Fast Furious, the one with Kevin Hart.
Oh, that's true. Which I didn't hear anything good about.
I mean, he's got Baywatch coming out early next year, but,
Oh my
he
goodness.
filmed it this year.
That's true. Well, yeah, I
What
guess
did The
so.
Rock not do this year? He went to WrestleMania back in April. What did he not do?
He's a beast, I
SNL?
guess. But he's not the sexiest person alive, if that's what you're asking me, which you weren't. But yes, I agree. He was a beast. He did everything this year.
Well, congratulations, Dwayne, on your award.
Is in the mail. We'll get it to you.
We'll get it once Marissa gets...
It's a golden dipped Andreas.
All right. I mean, there was also some other stuff. I mean, like, violence is going to be everywhere. Terrorism is going to be everywhere.
Yep.
Don't really want to talk too much about that. Brangelina splitting up.
Oh, that was a big thing. R.I.P. Brangelina. You know, their divorce is still getting messy. The kids, there was like talks about him hitting his kids, and there was child abuse accusations. It was insane. But right now we haven't heard anything, so we don't really know what's true. Tabloids kind of take something and just kind of go crazy with
You
it.
team Brad or you team Angela?
Gosh.
Angelina. I said Angela.
I'm team Angelina. She had this movie called Shark Tales with Will Smith, and that was one of my favorite animated movies.
You know who else did a lot in 2016? All right, it seems like he did a lot. Ben Affleck.
Yes,
That guy's everywhere too.
he is everywhere. I like him. He's all right.
And I'm one of those guys that that will go watch a movie strictly because who is the actor, who is in it. You know what I mean? Like, I could like never see a clip, a trailer, nothing, or not really even read into it.
But you know he's going to be in it, so you have to watch it.
If Ben Affleck's in a movie, I'm probably going to go watch it. Denzel's in a movie, I'm probably going to go watch it. There's some other people like that who, if they're in a movie, I'm probably
it's going to sway you more to see it because it's that
I'm
person.
probably going to go watch J-Law. Bradley Cooper, probably going to go watch Bradley Cooper. Just people that I like. Dwayne, I can't forget Dwayne.
Yeah, number one fan over here.
My buddy Dwayne. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, anything else? We can jump into our personal best of 2016. Movie wise, did you see any great? Do you have a top 5 list of movies or anything?
I have a top 3 list. So I like animated movies. I don't care. I'm 25 and I still like watching. So Finding Dory was one of my top favorites because obviously when I was younger, Finding Nemo came out. And now it was the sequel of that. So I thought that was pretty awesome, you know, because it brought back all your childhood memories and you get to relive it as an adult.
Was it good? I never saw the.
Oh, it was great.
Dory.
It was really great.
For me, I didn't. I don't know. I always say I'm too busy, and that's not an excuse. But
sometimes you are.
I can find time and do stuff. I really didn't start going to movies till recently, just because football's over and then basketball's kind of taking a break, and then the holidays. So I haven't had many responsibilities here. So I was able to go watch movies. And I saw a couple good ones recently. Nocturnal Animals was a good one. The Girl on the Train I thought was a good one. And but other than that,
I still want to read that book.
Yeah, you like those books first. I'm gonna watch movie, and then if I like the movie, I go watch the book or read the book.
Yeah, no, and I also, another animated movie that came out was Zootopia. That was a great movie. And then Deadpool. I laughed a lot on that movie. That's kind of my humor, like the vulgar humor. So I thought Deadpool was just amazing.
So do you drag your husband to these, or you go by yourself?
He drags me to the movies.
So he wants to go watch
he's the movie person. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I really want to sit in the theater and watch a movie for 2 hours? So that's why I like animated movies, because it keeps me entertained. More because I don't really like dramas or anything like that, just because I get bored.
Okay. And I just told you I recently go to the movies now. I actually recently like going by myself early in the first showing, the early bird special, just because it's
cheaper.
It's cheaper, for one, and then it really takes your day. Yeah. Especially if I have a day off where I'm doing nothing for either job. I just go and boom, you're out, and it's already, all right, let's go. 1, 2 o'clock, and now we can, get started.
Get started on the day.
Whatever, instead of just being at the house and just laying down, doing nothing, taking forever just to get dressed or whatever it is I may be doing at the time. It's just, so I like those movies and that time period, that slot. There's nobody in the theater. I went to one recently. I went to go watch The Girl on the Train. I was the only person in the movie theater. And I thought that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
Like you rented out the whole theater.
On my phone. I'm checking Twitter. Snapchatting the video. I don't know if that's legal, but
probably not.
But
there's probably that one person that's in there that you didn't see, and they're just like looking at you like the stupid person.
How are you?
He's that guy.
How are you? Movie cinema critique. Are you a person that's going to be on the phone, or are you a person that's going to get mad that somebody's on the phone?
I am going to be mad that somebody's on the phone. I will even be like, shh, like kind of doing like the breast.
You'll say something, or you'll hit the chair or something, or whatever.
Just kind of something to get their attention. Like, come on, dude. Like, I paid for this. You paid for this. Give me, let me watch it in peace.
It's crazy that. Well, no, I understand why, because you said you pay to watch a movie, but that we can't be on the phones in a movie theater. You're on the phone everywhere, in the train, and
that's true. But I mean, you come to watch a movie. It's dark in there. Yeah. The light is kind of annoying. You're kind of also wanting to see what they're doing, so you're not focusing. And that's just not what I want to do. I want to watch the movie.
Are you a fan of the dinner movies?
Oh, yes.
Alamo Draft House?
Yes, that's my favorite. That's the only way to go. Except I went to the movie theater last night, and I didn't go there because they weren't playing the movie at the time that I wanted. But it's okay.
What'd you go see?
Sing.
That's one
I'm telling you, I'm like an animated person.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. If you like music at all, then you'll enjoy this.
All right. We might have to make an effort. Here pretty soon to go see that. Do you have any other movies you want to touch on?
I saw Star Wars. I thought it was super long. I've never seen any Star Wars. This was my first Star Wars movie. I enjoyed it. I didn't know
this one that just came out.
Yeah, that Star Wars Rogue One or Star Wars Story, whatever it's called. Anyways, I thought it was great. I didn't know anything about it, and I wasn't lost. My husband loves Star Wars, and he was trying to get me into it, but I was like, yeah, whatever. But I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. Still a little long, but it's okay.
Okay. I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not a fan of. This is not part of the story. Like there's a story, right? The Luke, the Leia, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Han Solo, it's a whole story. It's a whole lot. And then now we're just gonna veer away from it and then just start this like we're gonna pretend like none of this exists, and all of a sudden it exists over here. And
yeah.
No, that's too much. Like I'll stick to the main story plot, and then we'll get there. I think that actually the new one in the story is this December 17.
Okay, and that's following the one with Disney.
Yeah, this is Disney once again. I think they're all Disney now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
But this one just didn't feel Disney. The one that I watched last time, I only watched like half of it. I don't consider me watching a Star Wars movie because I was bored of it. But I felt it was real Disney. The little orange guy, I don't know what his name is. The rollerball.
Times changed, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess times have changed. I don't know. But I say I'm not a big movie guy until recently. I'm a huge TV show guy. I love TV shows. Whether it's on regular TV, cable TV,
yep.
Netflix, Hulu, whatever. I'm trying. If I like it, I will watch it and religiously watch it. And I plan my day, my week around. Mm-hmm. I need to be at a TV. I need to be at a screen at this time so I can watch this.
Yeah.
If it's streaming,
appointment TV. So
if it's streaming, it's Netflix. Like I do not do anything until that gets done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's like on cable, then okay, I need to finish this, be home by this so I can watch this. Are you a TV person or a streaming person?
I'm a both person. I usually use streaming stuff though, just because I don't make an appointment television because I'm like, I don't have time right now, but I'll watch it later on and try to keep up and try not to look on Twitter or anything. I
don't think this year was bad at TV. I really thought it was great. Go back to, I have a top 5 here, and I have no order, but I say top 5, but okay. And we'll go back to the beginning of the year with the O.J. Simpson, the Made in America, the FX one.
I didn't like that one. The ESPN one?
No, okay, both. I like both, but my 1A, 1B, 1A is going to be the FX one.
Okay, I never watched that one.
The crime people versus, I should have wrote it down, but you know what I'm talking about, right? The one with John Travolta, and yeah. And then the ESPN
the guy from
one,
Friends, I can't think of his name.
What is his name? It's Ross.
Yeah.
But I can't think of his real name.
I don't know.
That's Schwimmer, okay. David Schwimmer.
There you go.
David Schwimmer, yeah. Schwimmer.
You have to Schwimmer.
I'll let my buddy Ross, my friend Ross. So
okay.
I'll see what he got to say. But yeah, I like both of them. Both of them were great. I'm so fascinated by the OJ story. It's I don't know if it's weird on me that it's not even a murder story. It's just the fact that how it all took place.
Yeah, and everything that happened with it. Like, it was a whole phenomenon. It was like, it wasn't just this one guy. It turned into like a racial issue, and it just evolved into something way bigger than itself,
Yeah, just because he was popular. The more you get to know him, you'll know that, stuff like that, the OJ, the JFK, the stuff, just like, how are these people? I mean, it blows my mind that people get away with murder. Mm-hmm. It really does. Speaking of murder, making a murder.
Oh, yeah, that was big.
That was, I think it was officially released last December, but really in the 16,
big.
That's when it really took off, and everybody was watching that. It's just, man, I don't know, I just get fascinated with this. So any types of shows like that, I'm watching them.
Oh, yeah, I love those
Making a Murder, one of those. Narcos is another show that I enjoyed this year. Walking Dead. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. Do you watch any of those?
I watched The Walking Dead. I've never watched Narcos. I tried to, but I just couldn't get into it. The Walking Dead. No, I just couldn't get into it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I don't like drug movies or drug shows. Like Breaking Bad, I had a hard time dealing with that because I feel it was a really dark show.
Yeah.
But yeah. The Walking Dead, I don't know. I stopped watching it because I was watching Westworld. And that kind of took up my space instead of The Walking Dead this year.
Walking Dead. Orange is the New Black. I like that show a lot. I thought this season might have kind of... I guess you can't do the same thing season after season.
Yeah.
And expect people to keep watching it and it'd be good, but it kind of went a different...
The stories went a little weird.
A little bit weird, but I still watched it. I still enjoyed it, and it still kind of makes me look forward to the next season and see what else I can do. That's the same thing that I get with all these shows. Is I always want to see what's going to happen next. I don't know. Is that kind of how you feel, or if you once it ends, it ends for you?
It depends on what the show is, you know. Like, one of my favorite shows forever has been Grey's Anatomy, and that's on, like, its 12th season, and I feel like it's starting to just become this kind of show that's just rerun, you know, and nothing is ever new, so I kind of wish that they'd end. But other shows, I'm like, oh, please don't ever end. I just started a show last night called This Is Us, and I think it's an amazing show. I was crying this morning.
I heard a lot about that. Talk to me about it.
Well, I don't want to give it away, because the whole first episode, like, explains it all.
Okay. So it's called This Is Us.
Yeah, it's about a family, and it kind of it's like a back and forth story. So you'll go in the past, and then you'll go into the future, and it's a really great story.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I'll see how much time I have. No, I'm just kidding. Better Call Saul, a spinoff to the Breaking Bad. It's not as dark as Breaking Bad, but it's a couple of same characters, kind of the same kind of.
It's all good, man. I like him.
It's all good, man.
He's great.
It's all good, man. The Blacklist is another one of my favorite ones that I watched this year. A couple more here. Last Chance U.
Yes, that was a big thing on Netflix. That was great. And then they're coming out with a second season, so I'm super excited.
Yeah.
The winner of that whole series was the lady, Brittany Wagner, I believe. The teacher aide or the aide to the students, counselor, whatever. She did amazing. She was the star of that show.
Yeah. Coach too. No, I'm just kidding.
He was funny.
He gets upset. And he's fighting people on the sidelines. And one more for me, and then I feel like I've taken this whole TV show segment, but I like TV shows.
It's fine.
And you probably think this is weird, but MTV's The Challenge and MTV's The Real World.
I love that stuff. Oh my gosh, what was this one? Bad Bloods? No, Royal.
This was Rivals 3.
Rivals 3. Okay, so what's her name and what's his name? I can't think of it. Bananas and Sarah. Oh my god, I can't believe Banana. He's a horrible person. He's the worst person alive.
They needed this. MTV needed that kind of swerve, that kind of. Come on.
I thought he wasn't going to do it.
Oh no! Of course he was going to do it.
I didn't. But I thought he changed. I thought he changed because I thought they were getting along in the last, and they were killing every freaking challenge. And I was like, oh man, they like rekindled their relationship. And Sarah was like, man, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. And it kept like showing that this was going to happen, that something big was going to happen. And I felt so bad because they didn't know anything. Like, just think of if they knew about this from, like, the middle of the show. They would have been worried about it all. But instead, MTV waits till the last episode or the last challenge to tell them. And then they're all cyclically, like checked out and everything. It's crazy.
But he had to do it. I mean, we are talking about it today because he did that. If he would have been the same old, they split it, happily ever after. They go to the reunion show and but no.
I was so mad.
Perfect. What does it make you do? It wants you more. It wants you, and you'll watch next season. You can't wait for next season. I know they're filming it right now, or they should be close to be done filming it. But now you want to see what else happens. You want to see if Sarah comes back. You want to see what Bananas does again.
It just makes me so mad. She was getting married or something.
I was a Sarah fan.
I'm a huge Sarah fan. I've always been a Sarah fan. She has tattoos. She's like the cool chick. She's like, yeah.
I didn't know you were this big of a Real World Challenge fan.
Yes.
Oh, man. We might have to have like a fantasy draft when that comes around.
Okay.
Like, seriously, I'm sure we can think of something like.
Who was on the last? Oh, his stupid cousin. Ugh.
Vince.
And the stupid girl, the blonde girl. She's funny, though. I like her. Jen? No. Jess? Yeah, Jen. One of those.
Jen.
J. Starts with a J.
The tall one.
The tall one.
Yeah, it's like you don't think she's good,
but she's like,
she's
athletic. She's just really blonde.
Man, I can't believe we might have to do part 2 here. Nothing but MTV Real World Challenge.
Oh, I love that.
Do you have a favorite cast member of all time?
I like Cara Marie.
Cara Marie?
She's cool. I just like the cool people, so I don't know.
I like Wes. I don't know.
Oh, I hate Wes.
You know what? I was always a big Real World Austin fan, just because it was in Austin. It was in Texas. And I've been to the house. And not at the time.
Yeah. You visited.
I visited.
Okay.
They actually invited me over.
Yeah. You were on the show.
I was on the show.
You were extra number 2.
Yeah. But yeah, ever since Austin, I was a big fan of him, and then just Wes. And Wes, Roy Lee. I like me some Roy Lee. Oh man, we got to move on because I can talk all day about the Real World Challenge. Music wise,
it was like the year of girls. Beyonce came out with her album, and then we all speculated who is Becky. And
did we ever find out?
I don't know. I mean, there's stuff that's out there, but nobody really knows, and she's not going to tell anybody. But Jay-Z just kind of had to sit in the corner and just take his medicine. If it was true, maybe it wasn't. You never know. Maybe it was just, her.
Does Beyonce write her songs, or is that just somebody that wrote it, not thinking of it, and now everybody makes a big deal about it because it kind of makes sense in the song and kind of their relationship and kind of.
I mean, the whole album is about like being scorned, you know. So maybe she did write it,
but really, who
or had help?
Unless you're a country artist,
Taylor Swift
does not write her own stuff. She might sit in a room. Okay,
I feel like she writes.
I think her country stuff, but how much of her pop stuff?
Okay, I don't know. Probably none. Probably not a lot of it.
No disrespect to Beeps. I like Beeps too. We can touch on that here in a bit, but I just feel like he gets a lot of credit for writing songs when really he's just sitting in the room at the end of the table.
That's true.
Like, oh yeah, Justin, or he'll just be like, Justin, do you want, what do you mean? Or
what do
they mean? You know, and he'll just say that, all right, you get credit for writing the song or whatever. Like, I don't know.
Good job, Justin.
I bet you that happens a lot.
I'm sure it does. But I mean, that's just, it's how it works, how music works. It's a collaborative effort.
We'll get, again, Grammys coming up soon. We'll have a big Grammy show talking songs of the year. But did you have a favorite song? Not necessarily the best song, but like, did you have a song that came out? I was like, man.
Adele. Hello. Like, that song was just like, oh my goodness, she's back.
That's probably going to win, though.
Yeah. And I thought it was amazing. She's amazing. Go Adele.
Go Adele.
I was a fan of her when I was in high school, and everybody made fun of me, and now look at her.
Look at me now.
Yeah.
Again, country music fan here. You mentioned the girls, Maren Morris, Kelsey Ballerini, exploded.
She got engaged.
Kelsey did.
Yeah, off the market. Sorry.
Moment of silence. Moment of silence for that. They had great albums this year. But my top 5, and I'll give you my top 5 country albums.
Okay.
Number 1, Keith Urban, Ripcord. Fantastic album. And I own all these albums, by the way. I don't know if you want to call it a nerd or whatever the term is, but I like to get albums, not only just for the hits, but just for the album cuts. The other songs that they sing that nobody hears. And I just think a lot of those songs could be better songs than the ones that are just the hits, you know? And that's why I enjoy getting albums still. It's because I want to hear what else they got, you know?
Yeah.
I like music a lot. I love music.
Love music, too.
Number 2, Dierks Bentley, Black. What'd you say?
Not country music. Okay, Dierks Bentley. I like Dierks Bentley. I'm a real big fan of, like, 2000 country, and he was real big then.
Yeah, Dierks was huge then, and he kind of fell off, but now Dierks is back.
Okay.
Dierks is like Dierks is right there, and like he's knocking. Mm-hmm. He's almost top tier.
Okay.
And when I say top tier, I think Luke Bryan right now, you probably don't know who they are.
Yes, I do.
Okay, these guys, Luke Bryan right now is he's a GOAT right now in this modern era. He's not going to be Garth Brooks, okay, but he's there.
He's his own country, right? Like,
yeah, but he is the top of the game right now.
Okay.
Him and Jason Aldean are probably 1 and 2. Okay, I think Keith is right there at 3, and I think Dierks he's just knocking. Okay, he's knocking. He'll get there soon, I hope. Number 3, Cole Swindell, You Should Be Here. Great album. If I ever give you homework, it's that Cole Swindell album.
I don't do homework.
You need to do homework.
Never did homework in college.
And you're going to come back and be like, I'm a Cole Swindell fan. Thank you so much, Andreas.
Okay.
Number 4, Florida Georgia Line, To Your Roots.
Oh my gosh, that's bro country.
I like bro country.
Oh my goodness.
I like bro country.
Okay, go on.
I like all country.
That's fine.
Country is country.
Country is country.
And don't get me started on this whole, it ain't country, because it's all country. It's just changed, okay? Okay, what Drake is singing right now is not what Big Year Tupac is doing, okay?
Okay.
It's not. It's different.
I didn't mean to poke the bear. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
All right,
I recant my statement.
And then finally, number 5, Kenny Chesney coming back in 2016, Cosmic Hallelujah. Fantastic album.
Every time I think of Kenny Chesney, I think of the little puka shells. I think that's what you call them or something. Puka shell necklaces, you know, those white little shells, and then the cowboy hat. Yep, that's what I think of. All right. I like him.
Do you have any other music or songs or?
Chainsmokers was super big this year. I thought they were overplayed. 21 Pilots was also overplayed. I like music like that, but they're just electric music was kind of big this year, and I think it's going to get even bigger. Mm-hmm. But
is there a top of the game kind of person there that we need to look out for?
Look out for? Probably not. I mean, I'm sure Chainsmokers is going
to. They're a one-hit wonder, right?
I don't think so. I think they're going to be around for a little while, but they're not going to be as big as they were.
They were this year with the Don't Let Me Down and Closer.
And they have another one. Can't think of it. Roses.
Yeah. Roses, okay. I like Closer. Is it Closer or Closer? It's Closer. But it's Closer. It could be Closer.
Closer.
It's Closer.
Closer.
That's a good jam. I like that jam a lot. Yeah. I don't know, anything that we were missing from 2016. I mean, a lot of people died this year.
Yes.
It was a bad
Celebrity year.
Celebrity year.
I feel like it was really bad for 80s kids, 80s people, because like all their icons are dying, and it kind of makes me sad because in the next coming years, it's going to be like our people are going to be, going.
I mean, I have an memoriam here. I don't have everybody down, and I'm sure you probably have people that I didn't write down, but I mean, just David Bowie, Prince, Muhammad Ali, Pat Summitt, Fidel Castro, Craig Sager, Juan Gabriel, Jose Fernandez, Arnold Palmer. Just those, that's wow. That's a list.
Yeah, and these are like people that are of their thing. Like sports. Muhammad Ali, he was boxing, and then David Bowie, he was his own genre. I guess I don't really know. He kind of fit into everything. And Prince, I mean, he helped superstars like Bruno Mars become what he is today. Like he's made his own way for people and artists like that.
I didn't mention Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka.
Oh, yeah.
John Glenn, George Michael recently, Carrie Fisher recently. I mean, those.
We also had, I don't know his name, I just know him by what he played, Professor Snape on Harry Potter.
I don't know his name.
Sorry, I think it's like Al Rickman or something like that. But, I mean, it's just so sad. This year was bad.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are ready for 16 to be over with and move on to 16. But before we wrap up, we do got to get to the annual Golden Flows.
Drum roll.
Now, the way this works is you're going to get a vote too. So you're going to get your award winner, and then I'm going to give my award winner. And you know what I mean? So
we'll give our reason. Got it.
So I'll list. We'll start here. Coach of the Year, Golden Flow, 2016 Coach of the Year, Joe Madden, Terry Francona, Nick Saban, Steve Gomez, LCU basketball coach, Gino Auriemma, Jay Wright, and Jason Garrett. Who is the Coach of the Year?
I'll go with Joe Madden.
Joe Madden, Chicago Cubs.
Yep.
What they did was something.
108
years.
I mean, for me, it's not even about the team, but about everything that came with it. That was my reasoning.
And my Coach of the Year for 2016, I think hands down has to be Jason Garrett. They go 4 and whatever the number is last year. They get a 4th round overall pick. They're not good. And they come back now. They're 13-2 in this year. It's not even over yet. They're still rolling. If they happen to win a Super Bowl next year, he may see something, a back-to-back repeat. But I think just hands down, he's done a fantastic job with what he was given. I mean, come on. Who would have thought a rookie quarterback, and they're now 13-2. So
and now all his trust is in him. So,
So congratulations, Jason Garrett, Joe Madden, Golden Flo, Coach of the Year.
Insert clap sounder.
All right, now we'll move on to the Team of the Year.
Okay.
All right, we have the Chicago Cubs, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Alabama Crimson Tide, the United States Gymnastics Team, the Dallas Cowboys, the LCU Women's Basketball Team, Leicester City, UConn Basketball, and Villanova Basketball. It's a lot of nominees, but a lot of championships this year.
I'm going to stick with the Cubs just because, like I said, it was so much bigger than just this team. Like, seeing a city and these people, all these fans come out of the woodworks, and they're like, we've been fans for so long, and to see this, and you had so many stories, and not all the teams out there had all these kind of stories, like lifelong fans that were on their deathbed, and, the day after they won, somebody died because they waited until, it's just amazing.
For me, Team of the Year has to be Leicester City.
Okay.
The soccer team in England, the EPL, 5,000 to 1 odds to win the Premier League, and they ended up winning it. It was a great story. So congratulations to them and Leicester City. All right, Athlete of the Year. All right.
Okay.
I didn't say player because sometimes it could be somebody that's not necessarily a player. It could be a swimmer, for example. Is a swimmer a player? No, right. So it's an athlete.
They could be a player.
Hey. Athlete of the Year. Here are your nominations. LeBron James, Conor McGregor, Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps, Katie Ledecky, David Ortiz, Patrick Mahomes, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Russell Westbrook.
Okay, my winner is Michael Phelps. I mean, he's a super, human merman, whatever. Like, he's amazing. He's breaking all these records and getting all these gold medals. It's insane. And he, at an age, he should be not able to do this, but he's still doing it. And he's, retiring, but then he's not, and then he's back, and then he's great. Great.
Michael Phelps, hands down, had himself, not only just a great year, but a great career.
Yes.
With the 23 gold medals, 28 medals overall, and just, hands down to him. For me, the Athlete of the Year, probably, I'm going to say Conor McGregor. You're probably like, what? Why? he did a lot of history this year. Two-time world champ, two-weight world champ. He won the 145-pound belt and the 155-pound belt. First time ever in UFC history. He's active. He fought like 3 or 4 times this year. That's hard to do as for a UFC fighter. How much punishment and much they go through to fight 4 times it's crazy.
He's entertaining.
I mean that threw it. That was part of it. My selection of athlete of the year. So
definitely a showman.
Showman of everything. So congratulations to him, Conor McGregor, the athlete of the year for the Golden Flows.
The Golden Flow's on the way.
You had one. You have to pick one. You're your own country. You are the United States of Marissa. You need to start an Olympic team. Are you picking Michael Phelps or are you picking Usain Bolt to be your number 1 overall draft pick?
I'm going to pick Michael Phelps.
Ooh.
I feel like he has experience, more experience.
Bolt's there too. Bolt has 9 gold medals. Bolt's the fastest man in the planet. I can say I have the fastest man in the planet on my country.
I could say that too about swimming. The fastest swimmer.
I think running is a little bit more, I don't know.
The earth is more water than land. No, I'm just kidding.
Right,
I think it is, though.
No, it probably is, but you take Phelps, I'll take Bolt.
Okay.
All day, every day. All right, and then finally, the most prestigious Golden Flow is the moment of the year for 2016. And we'll read them off to you. Leicester City winning the EPL. Phelps win his 23rd gold medal. D. Gordon hits a home run after Jose Fernandez's death. Rogi Odor knocks out Jose Bautista. The Cubs win the World Series. The Cavs win the finals. Nate Diaz beats Conor McGregor. Manning goes out on top, and A-Rod says goodbye to baseball for moments of
I'm going to do the Odor Bautista punch because that was such a big thing, and it was everywhere, especially where we're from, Texas. That was just talked about nonstop, and that was just, it was everywhere, and that was the game that everybody's looking forward to, the rematch, and what was going to happen. Everybody's looking to them. It's a great story.
Great story.
Great moment.
Unfortunately, the Rangers did not get the last laugh or the last punch or however you want to phase that because the Blue Jays ended up beating the Rangers in the playoffs, swept them. But for my moment of the year, man, a lot of great nominees. But I think I'm going to go with the Cubs winning the World Series. Like you said earlier with the coach and the team, just what they did. I mean, it's just 108 years is a long, long time.
Yes.
To not be a champion, to go into coming so close and then falling, and then saying your city, your team is a curse, and then just all they went through. I'm glad they won. I'm happy for them, even though I'm not necessarily a Cubs fan. It's good for baseball. Got everybody talking. Got everybody kind of rooting for them almost. In both teams really, because Cleveland had their drought too, but it was a good year in baseball. Good year for both of those teams. Good year for the Cubs. So
yeah, that was good.
The Cubs winning the World Series, the moment of the year for the Golden Flows. So there we are. Golden Flows complete. You feel good with your picks?
Yeah, I feel good. Lock them in.
Alrighty. Before we get out, we have a little bit of time here. Looking ahead to next year, 17. Expectations or anything you're looking forward to?
I'm planning on taking a trip somewhere. I have no idea. If anybody has suggestions, send them in.
All right. I've written down a couple things to look forward to. Mean Girls coming out with the musical. I'm a big musical guy too. Okay. In the fall, of course, the inauguration with Donald Trump here, January 20th.
See how that all turned out.
Back to the TV shows, a series of unfortunate events. Lemony Snicket. That's going to be on Netflix starting in the 13th of January. So I'm excited for that. I watched the books. I watched the movies and the books.
Oh.
So we're going to see what that has to do. Star Wars Episode 8, I already mentioned that. That's in the December of next year. Solar Eclipse, August 21st. So it'll be a great year.
Yeah. I love Solar
Eclipse. This went by fast. Yes,
like it
does. Twitter.
At Just Marissa.
At Just Marissa.
It's hard.
At A Flow Radio on Twitter. Everywhere else as well. IG, Snapchat. A Flow Radio. Find us there. Thank you guys once again for listening to another episode of the A Flow Show. Hope we broke down 2016 for you. Hope we gave you some memories, reminded you of stuff, and we'll look forward to a great year, not only for everything sports and pop culture, but of this show as well. Let's continue to do this.
Awesome. See you next week.
Alrighty. Thanks guys for listening. This has been the A Flow Show. For Marissa, I'm Andreas. Peace.